Okay, our glue is dry, pretty close. When I'm going to fold this over, it's contact cement, so I want to make sure I get it right the first time. If you don't, you can take it off, but better do it right the first time. If you'll remember, I took a mechanical pencil and made a real light line here so that I wouldn't go over that line with my glue or my scratches. But what I want to do is push this down so that I barely cover that line, and my line's covered. Just barely. And give her a pop or two. In a perfect world, which we don't have, you let this dry for a while so as to not make a mess. I'm just doing this one to try to get this video done here. I'm gonna go ahead and poke holes in it, and I'm gonna get some glue on my awl because it's not dry. So don't do this at home. Now I'm just poking through, and it's gonna come out over here. Keeping straight up and down. Some cows are tough in life and they're tough in death, and sometimes you get tender steaks and sometimes you get tough steaks, and that's the way it is with leather. Note I'm kind of keeping some pressure with my thumb because I didn't wait for my glue to dry. Okay, now I got holes. And give me a piece of string. I do a lot. This is what I call my office. My shop is down there. The lighting's better up here. It works better from a camera person, and so this is not my typical setup. Anyway, get a piece of string, and if you don't know how long to cut it, then better cut it a little bit too long than a little too short. But anyway, for that, 12 inches is plenty. That's more like 14. Looking at that kink, it's fine. On this one, I just use one needle, and then on my main stitches for my welt, I use the saddle stitch with 2 needles, which is very simple. Just stick it through there. I twist it a few times. Start on the inside. Leave yourself about 1 inch. Just go in every hole, and then begin to pull it tight, especially after you get a few. I'll try to. It's not the average deal because you don't average have a camera in your face, but you know. Okay, so a lot of times your string is going to fall off when you get distracted. That's okay. And when you're new, you'll pull your string out of there until you get tired of doing it, and you won't do it anymore. Pull it pretty tight, but not so tight that you're trying to break through the leather and tear your string or any of that kind of stuff. Just snug her up. So you go all the way around. One time. I'll stop it and show it to you. So I'm going all the way around one time, pulling it firm. Then I just keep going around and I fill in all those holes by going around the second time. See, which way am I going here? Doesn't really matter as long as you keep going. Fill in those holes, then double stitch. I'll show you how to double stitch later. Anyway, you just go all the way around, double stitch, have everything end up on the inside, and then you got your belt loop sewed on, and then you go to the next step, which looks like this.